After learning these tips and techniques of answering questions on antonyms, we'll now expose ourselves to a set of questions involving the identification of the correct antonyms of the given word. Now, the first question is autonomous. An autonomous college, as you know, is one which is not dependent on a university to award its degrees. It gives its own degrees. Therefore, the antonym of autonomous is dependent. Option E, dependent, is the correct antonym of the word autonomous. The next one is postponed. Very often, as we discussed in the first lesson, very often we are tempted to believe that the opposite of postponed is preponed. But remember, preponed is not given as one of the options. You know why it is not given here? Because there is no word called preponed in the dictionary, in the English language. The word postponed is correct, and the opposite, postponed, means put off something to a later date. The examinations have been postponed. The meeting has been postponed. Now, if the meeting has been brought forward from a later date to a previous date, the correct word for that is advanced. Therefore, postponed antonym is option C, advanced, and not preponed. The third one is relegate. Relegate means give less importance. There are respective governments which come to power in a state. When a particular government comes, it gives importance to a particular scheme. But when they lose power and the opposition party comes to power, they deliberately ignore this scheme. So they say, when the opposition comes back to power, this scheme has been relegated to the background. Relegate means less important. The opposite of that is give more importance. The word there is promote. Relegate antonym is option B, promote. The fourth word is alcoholic. Alcoholic normally means one who is obsessed with alcoholic drinks, though the word figuratively means so many things of late. One who is mad of shopping, we call him shopaholic. One who is mad of working we call him workaholic. But here it means only alcoholic. One who is addicted to drinking alcohol. That means the antonym should be a person who does not take alcoholic drinks. There is no word called non-alcoholic. See, drunkard, option A, is the synonym. By mistake, you should not choose that option. If alcoholic is given under synonym question, drunkard is correct. Therefore, the correct option is a word which means one who does not take alcohol at all. And that is option C, teetotaler. Teetotaler means one who does not drink alcohol. In some contexts, teetotaler also means a person who has no vices. Not only drinking, he has no vices. But in this case, the antonym of alcoholic is teetotaler. Repulsive, something which makes you hate it. His very repulsive nature, his repulsive behavior. Therefore, what is the antonym that makes you get attracted towards it? Repulsion, attraction. In science you study magnetic attraction, magnetic repulsion. Like poles attract, repel, and unlike poles attract. So repulsive, the correct option, the antonym should be attractive. The correct antonym of repulsive, therefore, is option D, attractive. Infuriated, it is based on the root word fury. Fury means anger. Infuriated means became angry or made to become angry. Made angry. Now look at the options as the antonym. Angered is one of the options. That is a trap, which is the synonym of the word. Now one who is angry, if you are able to help him bring his anger down, that is what we call soothed. S-O-O-T-H-E-D. You apply a sort of bomb, a mental bomb, to bring down his anger. The antonym of infuriated is soothed. Eulogized. Eulogized means giving unwanted, appreciation. We use the modern term hype. They say hype, a lot of hype between this. So and so will be the prime ministerial candidate. So many people, they talk about it. Eulogized. An ordinary achievement is projected to be a great achievement. Eulogy. Eulogized means praise extremely, particularly something which doesn't deserve that much praise. Therefore, we have to look for the antonym. Opposite of praise is condemned. The antonym of eulogized is condemned. Reticent. A person who is very reticent is very reserved. Reserved is a person, who is a person who is reserved? He speaks very less. He is tight-lipped. He is not dumb. He answers only when he is questioned. Even when he answers, he uses what we call monosyllables. Yeah, no, that much. You have to draw words from his mouth. We call such people introverts. Introverts are those who speak very less. So reticent is an introvert. Therefore the opposite should be a person who talks freely and more than what is required. A person who talks more is therefore called talkative. The option A, talkative, is the antonym of reticent. The given word in question 9 is flimsy. The student was suspended on flimsy ground. There is no sufficient reason for suspending him from the college or the school. Now, flimsy, therefore, is the opposite of something which is substantial or strong or sound. Therefore, the antonym of flimsy is sound. Flimsy and sound are antonyms. Expunge. Expunge is used in the context of the parliamentary proceedings or the assembly proceedings. Whenever a member of the house uses something which is unwanted, you can call it unparliamentary statements, immediately the speaker says this statement is expunged. Every word spoken in the house is recorded in a register. But when the speaker expunges, that will not go into the record. Expunge therefore means remove. Remove something from being preserved, from being protected, from being kept. Therefore, the antonym of expunge here should be preserve. Should be preserve. Option C here means laud, means appreciate, praise. But this has nothing to do with the meaning of the expunge. Even for antonyms, you should know the synonym of the word. You should know the meaning of the word, so you will be able to identify the antonym of the given word. Ebullient. A person who is ebullient, one who is interested, who is very enthusiastic, who is very excited about anything. Now, the antonym, therefore, one who lacks interest, one who lacks enthusiasm, and such a person is called indifferent. Indifferent means lacks interest. Indifference means disinterestedness. Therefore, the antonym of ebullient is indifferent. Derogatory is the next word. Derogatory remark. A remark which is in the bad taste, that condemns someone. But the antonym of this word should be the opposite of condemnation, something which is appreciative. And look at the option A here, commendable statement, a commendable remark. The antonym of derogatory, therefore, is commendable.